I am currently the president of the ICOMOS International Science Committee for Energy and Sustainability. Energy efficiency in historic buildings is by now a well-established field in both research and practice. And there is a lot of knowledge and know-how around, but we still have a challenge in making it available to a number of different stakeholders. And therefore, I was very happy to find out as the new president of the International Scientific Committee about the FuturHist project that is developing this knowledge hub that we will learn more about today. So the agenda for today, we'll start with an introduction about the International Scientific Committee. There will be a short presentation about the FuturHist project, and then we get to the main item on the agenda, which is the introduction of the Knowledge Hub. And after the presentations, there will be plenty of time for questions and comments. We have 1 hour and 15 minutes, and after that, we will have to close the meeting. The presentation is being recorded, but we will not record or make available the questions and comments that follow the discussion. So with that, I would like to start the first part, which is the presentation of ISCES. And yes, so ICOMOS has an International Scientific Committee on Energy and Sustainability. And if you want to know more about this committee, then you have the web address in front of you. Next picture, please. This International Scientific Committee is a global network of heritage professionals, researchers, and practitioners working at the interface of cultural heritage, sustainable development, and climate action. We aim to address the challenges of energy efficiency, environmental responsibility, and resilience with the objective of ensuring that conservation respects the values and authenticity of historic places. Through collaboration, advocacy, and capacity building, we aim to demonstrate how cultural heritage can inspire and inform a more sustainable and resilient future. Next, please. A new board was elected last year, so I am the president. Philipp Hesse, who you will meet soon today, is the general secretary. 𝗙𝗂𝗪𝗀𝗎𝗓𝗀𝗎 is the vice president. 𝗙𝗂𝘁𝗲𝗪𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀, vice president. 𝗪𝗏𝗪𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀, vice president, and 𝗫𝗏𝗪𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀 is vice president as well. So with that short introduction, I would just like to encourage those of you who are yet not members of ISCES to take a look at our webpage and consider joining the committee. With that, I hand over to Philipp. Oh, yes, go ahead, Philipp.
Yes. Hi, everyone. I would like, for the beginning, before we jump to the Knowledge Hub, I would like to give a short introduction to the FuturHist project. As we already shared in the chat, if you want to like more about the FuturHist project, we have the homepage there, or just reach out to us and we will give more information about that. So every historic building is unique, but at the same time, there's also a lot of common patterns. So the key question is, can we develop solutions that are not only specific, but also replicable? That means shifting the focus from the individual buildings to building typologies. Typology group buildings with shared characteristics such as age, materials, geometry, or the climate context. So what if we could develop these solutions for the future proof of our historical buildings? The project explores wherever we can rethink the process, starting from solutions and applying them to buildings. Many different stakeholders are involved, including owners, users, consultants, designers, and of course, heritage authorities. And the main goal is to improve the planning and developing innovative retrofit solutions supporting decarbonization and enable scalable approaches. The project runs from 2024 to 2027. It will be ending in December 2027. And it's a project funded by the European Union with 4.5 million euros. And we have partners across several countries. We are developing different solutions as natural isolation materials, HVAC systems, window retrofit, and the decision support tools. And these solutions we develop are tested in different demo cases across different countries and building types. Is it like here you can see our project partners. Solutions we do, and our 5 demo cases in 4 countries. We have one Córdoba in Spain, Krakow in Poland, Linköping in Sweden, and 2 cases in Edinburgh in Scotland. The thing where we as, and here you can see the different typologies we are working with. The one thing ICOMOS is, ICOMOS ISCES is part of the project, and one of our big outcomes is the FuturHist Knowledge HUB, which I would like to introduce you now. So what is the hub? The Knowledge Hub is a shared platform for sustainability heritage. It's developed within the FuturHist project. It has a focus, of course, on the retrofitting of the historical buildings, and it connects sustainability and conservation. The plan is that there's one more central place to access knowledge, connecting existing platforms and bring expertise together. And the screenshot on the page, you can see like the landing page of the hub, but you can also click on the link what we have shared in the chat. Why do we think it matters? It should be, our aim is to have more than a database. It should be a living platform. It should combine research, case studies, tools and policies. It's planned to enable the knowledge exchange, the e-learning and the capacity building program, and of course, when it's done, also the tools, including the tools for the better decision-making process. It's built for the future. That's why it's also hosted on the ISCES homepage. It should continue behind the FuturHist project, so it will also be maintained via ISCES after December 27. It expands across Europe and globally, even if we are now in the beginning just have the focus in Europe due to the FuturHist project. And it's constantly growing by integrating new contributions and platforms. how you can use the hub. Like at the beginning, we have 6 defined search functions. So we have categories, topics, resource types, regions, languages, and stakeholders. The stakeholder groups are defined by the FuturHist projects, what we have in the deliverable 1.1 about the barriers. The languages are mostly at the moment English, but of course we expanded with other languages, and depending how many resources are online on the hub, that will go, it will be have a more variety. And the regions are now already a lot of European countries, but also already resources from the US or from the Asian part. But as we want to extend it ongoing, we are happy if it comes more and more countries to that. And of course, and I think that will be the easiest way to search something on the hub, it has also a free text search where you can get more information or like search what you're looking for. For the whole, the hub is now from today online, but it's still going to be developed until the end of the project. That's why we're also looking forward to the end of today's webinar when we have like the questions, so we can get also feedback and put it in the next versions we will currently working on. If you look something, if you use, for example, now the text search and click on search, you will get an overview with all different results which are on the hub. Like here, it was quite easy. It was just the word energy. So of course, there's a lot of results on that on the hub. You will always see these patterns with the topic and a short abstract, the year and who made it, and in which language it's accessible. And then you can either click on details, which you will see here, that you see a bit more information, or you can, if you know that's a resource you already looking for, you can click on the link and then you will find the resource behind and you can see it. And that way it will also be possible when you click on the webinars on the hub to open the videos which are hosted on YouTube or other platforms. But how can you contribute it? Because we want to, our aim is that it's a living platform. You can contribute to the hub through using ICOMOS. You have the link on top of that, but also again on the end. We decided to use ICOMOS as a hosting platform to store the resources published on the Knowledge Hub, because ICOMOS has already this global repository for heritage resources. You can contribute, everyone can contribute to it, and then they will be made available on the hub if they're fitting into the topics of the hub. You see the advantages of ICOMOS. You can add a lot of stuff on it, and you can already use it for a lot of, like there is already a lot of documents on it, and all languages are accepted. And the good thing is it will be always reviewed by ICOMOS, so that we can also be sure that it's a good quality, or like a quality which will fit into the hub. It is free accessibility. It's free accessible for everyone, also the hub. So we can also be sure that we are allowed to publish it. If you want to contribute to the hub, it's a bit a thing. In the first time, you have to create an account. Everyone can create an account on ICOMOS. You don't need to be a member of ICOMOS to do so. And then you will have to go through a form which asks several questions regarding the file or the stuff you want to upload there. And then when it's submitted, it will be checked by the ICOMOS Documentation Center. And then we will get a notification that it's published or that it's included in the hub. It's really important that if you want to upload something for the Knowledge Hub, that in the project field you use the word ISCES Knowledge Hub, because then we get the notification automatically that we should include that to the hub. And there you can also upload videos or anything, so we can get a quite big diversity on the hub. On the Knowledge Hub homepage, you will find a detailed manual which really takes you step to step through the way how to upload something to 𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪 or to the Knowledge Hub, but we didn't want to go now through all the pages. So that is just an overview, but please, if you have anything, reach out to us so we can fill it with life. Yes, you can see the full manual here and also how to contribute to the hub. Or of course, in the chat already, you have the link for the Knowledge Hub. Thank you.
Thank you, Philip, for the presentation. The main message here is that the Knowledge Hub is up and running. We would encourage you to take a look at it and hopefully to use it, and in the long term start contributing with new resources to the Knowledge Hub. So now the question and answer session is open. So either you can put your questions or comments in the Q&A box, but if you would like to speak, you can also raise your virtual hand, and we will open up your microphone. So we have one raised hand here. Grete.
Hello. Yes, thank you. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Great. Okay. Thank you for a nice, short and precise presentation. It's an interesting project. I would like to have a relook at the typologies you have been choosing, and I would like to ask, how did you choose the types of buildings? What was the reasoning behind that?
I will try to answer that question because the typologies were made in the, I just try to go back to the page on the same time to show it. Like, I was not in the project when the typologies were chosen. So it was the demo case countries which were already in the project when I joined or when ISCES joined. And they were representing a percentage of the building mass of the countries who were in the project. But I would connect you to Daniel Herrera, who is the leader of the FuturHist project, who couldn't be here today, so that he can better answer you the question about how the typologies came to life in the beginning of the project.
Oh, that's fine. Can you still hear me?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Thank you, Philip. That's interesting. I am the co-president of the ISC20C, the ICOMOS Committee for the 20th Century. And we have also a working group for climate action. And we are also trying to zoom in on retrofit and renovation, and also trying to set up typologies, but it's modern typologies. What I see in this picture of the 9 typologies, that they're all like stone buildings. So there are really few modern buildings. So that's interesting. I think we'll have a look at that and a discussion on that. And maybe in some near future, ISC20C would be able to contribute with some also modern typologies. We'll see. Thank you.
That would be great. And 𝗏𝗏, on the homepage of the FuturHist project, you will find also information about the typologies already.
Thank you.
On the resources, there's already something about the typologies published.
Great.
Okay, thank you for that, for the question and comment, 𝗏𝗏. And as pointed out, we can I direct you to specific persons within the FuturHist project that can tell you more about the selection of typologies. But also, I think in general, it seems like there's a need for an exchange of knowledge and know-how between your scientific committee, the project, as well as the International Scientific Committee on Energy and Sustainability. So do we have any more questions or comments? I think, Philip, time would allow us to actually demonstrate the Knowledge Hub online. So should we give that a try and see if that works?
Yes, of course. I just need to change for a second to another.
Okay, so while you set it up, Philip, there's a question from James White. Will the ISCES Knowledge Hub continue to be funded into the future beyond 2027? So yes, the reason that we wanted to have the Knowledge Hub connected to the to ISCES is precisely that. So we want the Knowledge Hub to have a life that goes beyond the FuturHist project. So the answer is yes, and we will continue to seek the limited funds that are needed to maintain and operate the Knowledge Hub.
Joe, can you see my screen now, or can you see the ISCES page?
Yes,
Great.
we can see it. And before you get started, Peter Rickeby has a question. Will reports of the case study projects be published on the Knowledge Hub?
Yes, everything will be published on the hub, and we are also just starting to implement a lot of resources from case studies coming in from Heritage England. We started to work together with them, so it will constantly now be added with information, and also all the resources of the results of the FuturHist project will be, of course, published in the hub. So that we will do in the next months ahead. So it will constantly be more and more populated with resources. So if you enter the ISCES homepage, you will find here on top the Knowledge Hub. For the ones who know our homepage from before today, it was the resources area. Now it's the Knowledge Hub. And if you click there, you will find the landing page of the hub, which short explains what you can expect to find on it. And also you will see completely on the button how many resources are at the moment available and online. So it's 370 at the moment. And we hope in the next weeks it gets more and more. And please feel free to contribute. So you have the research or the search resources. You have the main categories here again, like best practice, capacity building, legislation, literature, or tools. Or you can click on topics, and you will find some topics. Also, that number of topics will be always extended when there's more resources coming into the hub. You can also look on resource types. If you know you look for a webinar or something, you can search for all countries which are already somehow included in the hub. Or you can also look, if you go down, you will also find the European Union completely. And we hope here that we can add more countries in the future. as more we can add resources to the hub, because our aim is that we, of course, want to have it also behind Europe to make it usable for everyone. You can choose the languages. Also here, of course, at the moment, it's mostly European languages, and the most is English, which is now at the moment on the hub. Or you can choose it from the stakeholders if you look for things which is completely for public authorities or legislation, you will find it here. If you now, for example, choose once webinars, because you just want to see all webinars on the hub, you just click on search, and you will see at the moment there's 6 results found on the hub. It's once the webinar row of from FuturHist, which is already there, or the launch of, for example, the launch of the EPBD implementation, which was held some weeks ago from another working group from ISCES, or other case studies. If you now, for example, here, go on details, you will find a short explanation what is the topic about. Where you find more information, you can go back to results, or of course, you can click on the link, and now you would be on YouTube to be shared on that, and then the material would start. Or like now it's for webinars, it's not, if it's like more page, like if it's more results, it would be show you down here several more pages to click on and to search through if it's more results. Or if you now, for example, just, I know it's a stupid word for searching it, but if you just want to search energy, you will find all topics which are marked with energy, and then you can go through it, and you see there's 25 more pages coming to go through. Yes. We also included, and that we already talked about in a small webinar before the hub was published in November, we also included mostly all documents from the 𝗪𝗲𝗀𝗀 platform, which is currently offline, so that it's still accessible now. All these results are also included in the hub. Tor, go ahead if you have something.
Yeah, thank you, Philip, for the demonstration. Let me see if we have, there are no more questions or comments in the Q&A box. So if anybody would like to raise any more questions, please let us know either by raising your virtual hand or putting a message in the Q&A box. So I don't think there is any more input from the audience. Then I think it's time to conclude. The main message here was to inform you about the International Scientific Committee on Energy and Sustainability. So please have a look at the webpage. It was also a very, very short presentation of the FuturHist project. And again, the idea is just to let you know that about the project and guide you towards more information on the resources available on the web. And thank you, Philip, for the presentation or for the work with the Knowledge Hub and for the presentation to today. And as I've said already, the Knowledge Hub currently provides a structure to collect, to store, and make available knowledge and know-how in this field. But in order to make it fly, we need to create a critical mass of information and of users. So please give it a try. Give us feedback on if and how it works, and also we strongly encourage you to start providing input with new resources to the Knowledge Hub. And unless there are any more questions or comments, then I would like to thank all of you who have been listening this morning, and we look forward to hear from you as you start using the Knowledge Hub. Philip, would you like to say anything before we end? Oh, we have a question here from Dania. Has a question. She says, "Can I ask?" So, would you like to put the question in writing or?
Yeah. Hello.
Yes, go ahead.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay. Thank you for insightful presentation. I was wondering whether the FuturHist Knowledge Hub could be extended to support contexts like Syria, whether historic sites such as 𝗙𝗖𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀 have been significantly affected by the latest crisis. Could the platform contribute to post-conflict heritage rehabilitation, particularly in terms of capacity building and sharing best practices? Thank you.
Tor, will you answer the question or shall I?
I can try to answer the question. Well, thank you for the question. And I think for now, the scope is limited to issues dealing with energy efficiency in historic buildings. And I think, in the foreseeable future, it will be that way. But I think the idea, the concept could be transferred to other fields of application. So if there are any other working groups or scientific committees within ICOMOS that would like to do something similar in another field, then I think the work that Philipp has done could be useful to provide a structure for that. But for now, I think we need to keep a fairly tight scope of the Knowledge Hub.
Tor, if I may add, like ISCES has a cooperation with I-Corp, so we are in discussion there, but at the moment the hub is just for energy efficiency, but like of course I-Corp is the leading scientific committee, which would be more for the current crisis situation, where we also they also know about the project, but that's more on their side.
Thank you, Philip. With that, I think we'll come to an end. Again, thank you, Philip, for the presentation. Thank you for the support with the Zoom platform, and thank you to all of you who have been listening. We look forward to hear from you. Goodbye.